I hope you have enjoyed the break that we had from the scalding hot temperatures, but unfortunately, we are getting into the very end of July and August is going to do what it does best. Temperatures today 98, 99 degrees, so we're right back right around normal here, really the top end of normal. Overnight tonight, pretty close to normal as well, 74, 75 degrees with that norm of 76. It'll be breezy today, so that might help a little bit, but overall, hot, humid. It's back to summer as usual here in north central Texas. Now, record watch, we're nowhere near this. 109 in 1912 in DFW, Waco 106 in 2017. Normal's 97, so we were well above that at those dates, and we won't be anywhere close to that, at least not yet. So there's a little bit of a blessing to be counted there. Allergens back to median today. We do have winds blowing around, so that's kind of mixing things up. We have quinopods, so I think quinopods are just kind of a weed, and then grass, of course, as well. Now, in the coming days, we will probably start to see those go down as we don't get as much rain. That will cut down on the vegetation some and that kind of thing. So we may see this subside a little bit in the coming days and weeks, but not necessarily for the best reason. We talk about rainfall here, and we've had a little bit of an abnormal year. We had a wet winter that led into a wet spring. June, we had some rain as well, and we were thankful for the rain we got in July. July, though, has been fairly normal. DFW average is just over 2 inches. Waco is almost 2 inches there, just over 1 3/4. The current total there, just over 2.5 inches at DFW, just over 1 3/4 at Waco. So pretty normal overall, just a little above normal at DFW, just below at Waco. Either way, though, not that far out of the norm for July. For the year, though, this is where we see the big difference. And yeah, I know my graphic back here kind of fades to black there. I was trying to pick between two, and apparently the 50% I chose was wrong. But 22.6, so 22.25 there for DFW rainfall year to date, and just under 21.5 at Waco. The norm, or excuse me, that's average, that's the norm. So this year, this is from the National Weather Service. This is officially from them. I'm kind of doubting these numbers. Not sure what happened here, but both of them showing just over 31 inches and a quarter there. Yeah, we have quite a bit more rain than normal for the year, but July is pretty average. And when we have average rain in summer, we do generally expect some drought conditions. So we're at abnormally dry in parts of Johnson and Ellis counties. Nothing for the lower counties here. But we are in the conditions here where we are seeing the vegetation start to dry up. And July, we had cooler temperatures, but we didn't actually have that much rain. So overall, we can expect these conditions to deteriorate. We do have high pressure that's settling in. We're not going to see a whole lot of rain. And so there will be more discussion going forward of those burn bans. I think this year it sounds like some of those fire marshals are starting to try to get ahead of it instead of responding. Every county is different. We've talked about that in the past. And of course, as those things break, we will bring those to you. But no burn ban. I think the only burn ban that I've seen is Somervell County, and I haven't really looked into the details on that. Sometimes when they have that marked on the map, it's because there's kind of a conditional burn ban there. I'm not sure, but I'll check into that for you. But none of our core counties are under those burn bans currently. But like I said, we can expect that to increase because right now we're in the pattern where we can see all the rain going nicely around us. You see in the desert southwest here, you can see this rain kind of lifting northward. This is moving to the east. Then you start to see kind of a southeast motion over to the east. So yeah, we've got high pressure in place. It's really easy to see on the water vapor here. All this motion just right around North Texas. This is what gets on my nerves, right? You see it going all around us and here, nothing going on. This is the upper levels of the atmosphere, and we do have dry air up there. Unfortunately, closer to the surface, we do have humid air, so that will drive up those heat index values. So let's get to the forecast to kind of talk about all of this and what we're expecting here. 98, 99 degrees over the next couple of days. We will have some break the century mark, but I think most of us stay below it. It will be breezy, so that should help a little bit, but it will be a warm wind. Mid-70s overnight. Wednesday, Thursday, we crack into the hundreds. Winds subside a little bit. We might keep enough of a breeze here to keep us out of air quality alerts, but I do think that we will have those heat advisories returning. And then as we get into Friday, Saturday, temperatures should be in the 101, 102 range here. And then we get to the weekend. So this might be our one little bit of a break that we have in the forecast. Unfortunately, I don't see the kind of pattern shift that brought us upper 80s and low 90s over the last several days. We do have a low chance of rain though, but none of this looks substantial at this point. I'm going to keep watching it, but unfortunately, yeah, it does look like we're getting into more of a stubborn high pressure pattern here, that while it will retreat a little bit to the west, which that's what brought us all this before, that high pressure stayed in the western U.S. and we were kind of on the eastern fringe of it, which brought us that northern flow. There will be a cold front that tries to make it into our area. No guarantees that it will. So right now I have us in the mid to upper 90s with a low chance of rain, but I'll keep an eye on that for you. For now, just be prepared to stay cool. Temperatures are on the rise. Humidity is today as well. Today we'll see heat index values, I would say 100 to 103. As we get into Wednesday, Thursday, probably closer to 103, 105, and then could be up to 107 and even up to 110 in some places as we get into the latter half of the week. So you need to be paying attention to this. We've had a nice break, but unfortunately, we are in a condition now and a pattern where we're going to see dry, hot weather continue. So stay tuned to South Metro weather and stay cool and stay safe.